Chicago Blackhawks, Kyle Davidson. Without further ado, Deputy Commissioner Bill Daly, take it away.
The first overall selection in the 2023 NHL Draft belongs to the Chicago Blackhawks.
Chicago wins the draft lottery and most probably will be taking Connor Bedard number 1 in this year's entry draft. So the question is, how good is Connor Bedard? Welcome back to EDI Sports Cards. On this episode, we're actually going to go over how good Connor Bedard actually is compared to some of the great players in the NHL who've come in and have basically made a splash. So what can Connor Bedard do in his first season? We'll see, but obviously I'm going to give you some projections. I'm also going to show you stats from the great players that have just been drafted and then also some great ones in the past. So are you ready for that? Let's look at the stats. All right, so the first player obviously I want you to see is I want you to see Connor Bedard's stats in junior so that you know like what you're looking at, all right? Now, obviously, we're not looking at him play. I will tell you right now, he's got great vision. He plays better than Jack Hughes. So Jack Hughes just scored 99 points this season. Connor Bedard is way better than Jack Hughes. So if that gives you some kind of an example, Hughes already got 99 points. Bedard is better right now than Jack Hughes. All right, so let's look at his stats. So in 18-19, he played 30 games. He had 64 goals, 24 assists, 88 points. Again, this is a young kid playing against other young kids, so, you know, basically it's unfair. I'll just put it that way. It's unfair. In 19-20, he had played 36 games, had 43 goals, 41 assists, another 84 points. In 15 games, he had 12 goals, 16 assists, he had 28 points. And then coming right back, he got 62 games in 21-22, and this is where he starts to really put up numbers. So he had 51 goals, 49 assists, 100 points, and then this previous season, he had 57 games, he scored 71 goals, and 72 assists, 143 points, folks. 143 points. That's massive. Again, that's why the hype is so far ahead of Connor Bedard, because of the fact that he put down 143 points. So how does that stack up, right? Like we know stars in the NHL. How did they do in juniors? Like, how do these stats stack up? So let's look at Connor McDavid first. Best player in the NHL. Might as well just do a side-by-side comparison. Let's see. So here you go. Here's Connor McDavid's stats in juniors. Connor McDavid in 2011-2012, he played 33 games. He had 27 goals, 50 assists, 77 points. So you can see very, very similar to what Bedard was doing. 12-13, 63 games, 25 goals, 41 assists, 66 points. So you can see that at the same age, actually, Bedard was a little bit further ahead of McDavid. Don't worry. Trust me. Don't worry. McDavid is holding his own. Then in 13-14, McDavid played 56 games. He had 28 goals, 71 assists, 99 points. And then in his final junior year, he had 47 games, 44 goals, 76 assists for 120 points. And then in McDavid's rookie season, we could take a look. So in 15-16, he played 45 games. He had 16 goals and 32 assists. He had 48 points in his rookie year. Now, that's more than 1 point a game. He only played 45 games. He had 48 points. Now, who else should we take a look at? Like I said, let's take a look at Jack Hughes, who was a number 1 draft pick from back in 2019. So not that long ago. Let's take a look at what Jack Hughes did well, he was an amateur because he was an American player, so he didn't play typical junior. So in 16-17, Jack Hughes played 33 games. He had 23 goals, 50 assists, 73 points. So Again, these guys are elite athletes. You can see the points that they're putting up. Then in 16-17, Jack Hughes just took off. So in 80 games, he had 58 goals, 101 assists for 159 points. So yeah, like Jack Hughes really opened up eyes in 16-17, and so he was on everybody's radar. Then in 17-18, he had played 36 games, had 27 goals, 41 assists, 68 points. Again, more than 2 points a game. And then in 18-19, he played 50 games, had 34 goals, 78 assists for 112 points. And his rookie season, just so everybody's aware, was in 19-20. So he had 61 games, 7 goals, 14 assists for 21 points. So as you can see, the rookie season for McDavid was basically a point a game. For Jack Hughes was much less. Like, he really struggled in his first season to really get his confidence and get his game going. Again, 18 years old, not really ready for the NHL, but as a number 1 draft pick, you got to play. The first player we're going to look at is Sidney Crosby. All right, so this is what Sidney Crosby did in the juniors. In 2002-03, he played 57 games, had 72 goals, 90 assists, 162 points. You can laugh. Like, these are sick numbers. We're talking about video game numbers with Sidney Crosby. So in 03-04, he played 59 games. He had 54 goals and 81 assists for 135 points. And then it's just sick. 62 games in 04-05. He had 66 goals and 102 points, 168 total points. And then, his rookie season, I mean, it's sick. Like Sidney Crosby in juniors was that good. That's why everybody was like, Sidney Crosby's a generational talent. This guy's coming out of nowhere. Like, he's unbelievable. So in his rookie season, let's take a look back at it. So he played 82 games. He scored 39 goals, had 63 assists. He got 100 points in his rookie season. All right, so that's Sid the Kid. Now let's look at the great one, right? I mean, if we're going to compare, let's compare to the great one. So here we go. This is Wayne Gretzky in juniors, and then his rookie season was in the WHA, and then he had his first season in the NHL. So we're going to look at both, but let's look at his juniors. All right. In 75-76, Gretzky played 28 games. He had 27 goals, 33 assists, 60 points. All right. In 76-77, 32 games, 36 goals, 36 assists, 72 points. Right on track. This is where Gretzky went, yeah, no one's staying with me. So he plays 63 games in 77-78. He scores 70 goals and 112 assists for 182 points. 182 points, folks. We thought Sid the Kid was good. No. Nobody's better than Gretzky. So now let's look at his first year in the WHA. So in 78-79, Gretzky played 72 games, had 43 goals and 61 assists. So he had over 100 points in his first season. So in his first season in the NHL, he played 79 games, scored 51 goals, and scored 86 assists for 137 points. 137 points. We look at, Connor McDavid now with those kinds of numbers. I mean, Gretzky was doing that in his early years. So what does that mean for Connor Bedard? How good will he be next year? So are you ready to see the projections? Because if you are, let's take a look. All right, this is what I think Connor Bedard will do next year. So next season, I think he'll play 78 games. I think he'll put in 27 goals. I think he'll have 50 assists for 77 points. So I think he'll miss a point a game in his rookie year. So I think he'll get 77 points in 78 games. What do you think? Do you think that Connor Bedard can put that kind of production in? Do you think he's going to do better than that? Do you think he's going to do worse? What do you think? Let me know in the comments. I love all the comments. I want to know what you're thinking, how you see these players. It's going to be an exciting draft. Obviously, Connor Bedard probably will go first to Chicago, but we'll see what happens. There could be trades. There could be a whole lot of stuff going on. Hopefully you enjoy the rest of your summer. See you in the next video. Pat's on a power play. Sue's pass to the left wing. Bedard picks it up. He's got it along the boards. Now he skates into the center. Shoots and scores! That's a power play goal for Connor Bedard. Puck comes back to Bedard at the point. Makes a move on the defenseman. Shot, score! How did he do that? What a